Though often destructive and unpredictable, wildfires can be a natural and necessary part of the diverse biological environment in our California wildlands. But when a blaze rages through a fragile, fire-sensitive ecosystem, nature can sometimes be powerless to recover. In 2003, the Cedar Fire burned over 273,000 acres here in San Diego County. The fire burned with such intensity that not only were the trees consumed by the fire, the seeds were killed, and the forest has not been able to naturally regenerate. 95% of the once thriving Cuyamaca Rancho State Park was devastated by the raging flames, leaving behind a fire-scarred landscape and severely impacting the biodiversity of the San Diego area.
Because of the absence of seed cone, if we don't plant seedlings, they're not going to come on their own. So in order to reestablish those patches of forest, we have to actually go in and plant them.
That's why in 2007, the Cuyamaca Rancho State Park Reforestation Project was started to help aid in the reforestation of the park by replanting the ailing seedlings.
What we're trying to do is replant about 10% of the park, and what our strategy is to try to recreate patches of forest as would exist after a fire of lesser intensity.
Cal Fire foresters hope that by giving the area a kickstart in the regrowth process, the forest will once again be able to naturally sustain itself. The results, they say, will be far more than just the beautification of California. Their efforts will help reduce the dangers posed by future wildfires to the surrounding residential area and will have significant carbon and climate benefits.
This project in many ways is the first of its kind. It's the first project on public lands that has actually been recognized by the California Climate Action Registry as a carbon neutral and carbon sequestration project.
This project will lend a helping hand to Mother Nature's regeneration of these damaged forest ecosystems to benefit wildlife habitat, ecosystem health, watershed stability, and store carbon more quickly to benefit climate change.
The project is expected to continue until 2017, with sites being prepared and additional seedlings being planted every year. And experts say that such a large undertaking would not have been possible without cooperation.
Each agency brings something to the table. For instance, CAL FIRE was able to bring the resources needed to do a lot of site preparation work and to do planting in the first 2 years of the project. And of course, we're the landowner, so we need to be on board with anything that's done on the property. And the federal government's been able to provide some very important funding from the Forest Health Initiative.
Private partners also play a key role in the success of the project.
We've had generous donations from private sources such as Stater Brother Coca-Cola and ConocoPhillips, sort of coordinated through American Forests, which is a private foundation.
And it's thanks to this unique public-private partnership that CAL FIRE is able to fulfill its total mission of not only containing wildfires, but of ensuring land devastated by fire, like the Cuyamaca Rancho State Park, is able to return to its flourishing natural state. From Cuyamaca Rancho State Park in San Diego County, Daniel Berlant, CAL FIRE TV.